Oh, what is going on, guys? Today is a new way of me, kind of showing off slash reviewing, the new wave of NASCAR Authentics. So I'm gonna just start doing this and giving you guys my thoughts on the new wave, and this is what I'm gonna be doing from now on. So, first off, we're gonna start off with Darrell Wallace Jr. I do think that it's a very nice, choice for this wave, as kind of want to get some Camaros in. But Wallace being uh, a rookie, and the 43 moving from a Ford to a Chevy. People want to get the new 43 car, but Wallace probably a fan favorite all as well. So the only problem that I do have with this car, or not really the car, but more of the box. So I like how the card or the magnet on like the little trinket thing says Bubba Wallace, but then for the name up top they had to put Darrell Wallace Jr. It's just still like a little minor thing that in my opinion should have been changed to Bubba Wallace, or if you're going to put something on the card, you should have put it as Darrell Wallace Jr. to match the box. It may confuse some people if they're just not into NASCAR just yet and they don't know these kind of things. So, just a little minor thing in my opinion, but it's still a pretty good pick for the wave. Moving on. Next up, we have Erik Jones. This car, practically the same as last year's car, just different person in the car, and then instead of Tide Pods being on the corner panel, it is racers, and then the trinket for this car is not the helmet. It is an actual plastic hood that says Erik Jones and DeWalt on it. Pretty much the same. I wish the outline behind, okay, so you know how this is blue right there. I wish that right there was yellow, but it's not. So, moving on. In this, I'm just not even gonna give my thoughts on this. All I'm gonna say is that I'm tired of NHRA being in the waves. Not that I don't like NHRA, but I just don't like the cars being in the wave. I mean, I like that they're trying to promote that, but I'm just not a big NHRA type of guy. So, moving on. Next up, we have Chase Elliott. So I think this is the third Chase Elliott car that we've gotten. If I'm not mistaken, we're getting the Kelly Blue Book one as well. I don't know. I'm behind, guys. Anyway, but I mean, I do think this is a good choice, as I think the last Mountain Dew car we got. Actually, I don't know what the last Mountain Dew car we got. I know the last. Actually, I don't know. But anyway, again with the whole Camaro thing, you gotta have some Camaros in the wave. So I think it's a good pick, but maybe not this exact car. Maybe like the Sun Energy 1 car or the Hooters car, and then throw this car later on down the road in a wave. But still a pretty good pick. Chase Elliott fan favorite. Always gotta have Chase Elliott in a wave, just like Dale Jr. had a car in every wave back in I think like 2016 or 2015. I don't know. But anyway, moving on. Next up, we have Austin Dillon. As I think we've only gotten. No, I think. Is this the third Austin Dillon? I think that, yeah. I think the AAA car is coming out as well. I'm not too sure. But, like I said, I'm kind of behind a little bit. I mean, I saw the waves, but, it's been a while. So, I do think this is a good choice, to get an American ethanol scheme. I don't think we got an American ethanol scheme for last year in NASCAR Authentics. So, I think it's a pretty good pick to have the American Ethanol E15 car in the wave, and I think it's a very good pick. Next up, we have Danica Patrick. I knew that this car was going to be in the wave at some point in time. I'm just not going to even say anything about this car. Perfect for the wave, this one's going to be one of those cars that's going to be hard to find. Not because, I mean, it's Danica Patrick. Usually Danica Patrick shelf warms, but it's because this is a 7 car, and it's a Camaro, and it's Danica Patrick's final ride, so I think most people will pick this car up to just have in their collection, like I will, but I will also be using it for races. So next up, guys, I think this is the second to last car, I think. This car was made by a kid, and he made it in honor, I think it was in honor of his grandma, but I'm not too sure. It says, Cure Cancer 2017. They're just now getting it in the wave. I thought it was supposed to come out last year, but it didn't, so that's a little unfortunate. But that's fine, because we are getting it now. You know, I'm not going to say anything, because I actually think this car looks really nice. I mean, I'm glad the Lionel did a thing where they included a car that a kid has actually made. Just it's so perfect. I think the only thing that would make it a whole lot better is if some of the proceeds had went, like the profit of the car, of this car itself, went towards cancer research. I think that would be great, but I don't know for sure. But I do think that would be a great thing to do. And we do have one more car after this, I think. Next up, we have Clint Bowyer in his Haas car. I think basically his main car for this year is. Last year it was Mobil 1 was supposed to be his main sponsor, and then it ended up not being his main sponsor, and then Haas kind of took over. Yeah, but I think this is perfect for this wave. I honestly do, but I said that about literally every car. But this one, I do think that is perfect because of the fact that last year when we got this exact same paint scheme, this exact same car, we did not get it in the waves, but we got it in the Gold Series. And in the Gold Series, this car was put on the PTC mold. And everybody hates the PTC mold. I know a lot of people still picked this car up, even though it was on the PTC mold. Hopefully, this one is on the EL mold this time. I'm pretty sure it is. So, that's very nice. Probably gonna pick this car up just to have another Clint Bowyer, because this car is actually a really nice car. I would actually say that I like this car over Kurt Busch's Haas car. I don't know why. Surprised we haven't got a Kurt Busch at all, and it's been 5 ways into 2018. So surprised we haven't got a Kurt Busch at all. So let's move on. And this is the last car in the wave, everybody. And the reason why I kept this for the last car in the wave is because it's probably my favorite car in the wave. And why are you guys saying that? Is because, and why am I saying that? Is because I like Ryan Blaney. I'm not going to bandwagon on Ryan Blaney, but I'm going to say that I do like Ryan Blaney. A big fan of his. I mean, not like really big, but still really like Ryan Blaney. I know we got his Duracell car, the bright yellow one. I really like that car, really do. But I think this one blows it out of the water. I love this car. I'm glad that he's running a PPG car. Just like in the Xfinity series, they have a PPG car, and I like this. I like this scheme a lot. There's nothing bad to say about this scheme, honestly. Yeah, I just really like this scheme in general. I think it's this is really nice. I mean, I'm glad that they kind of had a little bit of a majority, or not a majority, a little bit of a variety of cars in this wave. So we got a Ford, another Ford, and we got a Camaro, an NHRA car, a Toyota, and a Camaro. I like that they did that, but I wish that they would have been a couple of Toyotas in here, maybe like a Daniel Suarez, or maybe another Truex, maybe, or heck, yeah. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of Toyota schemes out yet. I mean, to be honest, there's not really a whole lot of just Toyotas out in general. Toyota not really the biggest manufacturer in NASCAR is there's a whole lot more Fords and Camaros in NASCAR over Toyota, but yeah, so that's basically my thoughts on this wave is, so I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna give you guys a rating on all these cars real quick. This car I'm gonna give a 9, just because of the fact that I think it is kind of confusing for some people if they're not really big NASCAR fans. Then it says Darrell Wallace Jr. on the box, but then it has a trinket that says Bubba Wallace on it. So just like a little minor, thing in my opinion. So I'm gonna give this car a 9. Next up on this car, I'm gonna go ahead and also I'm gonna give this 8.5. I wish they would have changed up the scheme just a little bit. I mean, like, it's not really that hard to change the DeWalt scheme. Like, you could have, like, did like an inverted paint scheme and changed the black to, like, the orange, and the orange to the black. I think that would have looked great as well. But, it's the same kind of car, and then the box, I wish it was kind of yellow. But, that's not really a whole thing on the car. But still wish it would have been like that. But, 8.5. This car I'm going to give a 4 because I'm tired of NHRA being in the waves, and I wish Lionel would hear me out because I do not like NHRA being in the waves. So yeah. Moving on, I'm giving this car an 8. Why am I saying that? Is because I like this car, don't get me wrong, but I thought there's a couple other cars that they could have put out in the wave, such as maybe a Stenhouse or a Brad Keselowski or maybe another Joey Logano, as Joey Logano only has a Pennzoil scheme so far that we've seen, but we know that he has other schemes as well. So yeah. This car I'm gonna give a 10. I think this is a perfect fit for this wave to give us an American ethanol car. We haven't seen one in a while, so I think it is a very good part for this wave. This one I'm also giving a 10 because of the fact that it is Danica Patrick's final ride car. So I'm gonna give this a 10. Perfect fit. So now we have Jeff Gordon's final ride, Tony Stewart's final ride, Dale Jr.'s final ride. We have Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, Dale Jr., Matt Kenseth, and now Danica Patrick, even though Matt Kenseth's car actually wasn't his final ride, it was just his final ride for Joe Gibbs Racing. This car, also going to give a 10. Glad that they put this in the wave. Big shout out to that kid, whoever it is, for making this car. It looks really nice, actually, not going to lie. And just congrats on winning the competition, on getting your car put in the wave. So, I mean, hey, that's a big deal. I would love to have a car that I made and put in diecast form. So, I think that's really cool. So, move on. This one I'm also giving a 10 because of the fact that we got it on a PTC mold last year, and now we're getting it in the wave in the EL mold. So, that is great. 10 out of 10. This car I'm giving a 15 out of 10 because I just love this car in general. Tried to make this on Forza 7, did not go too well, so yeah, that's how hard this scheme is to make for me, but I'm sure somebody else out there can make it. But you really like this car. I'm glad to get updated Ryan Blaney's. Still gotta go find the Duracell one, and then hopefully I can find this one as soon as it comes out. So yeah, that is basically my thoughts on Lionel Authentic's Wave 5. And so I'm going to end off the video right there, guys. And I hope you guys like this video. Leave a comment, subscribe for more, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. And tell me what you think about this wave, and tell me what you think my thoughts was. Tell me if you agree with me, or if you disagree with me, and why. And I'm going to end off my video with the question of the day. What driver will have the most disappointing year this year? So answer that question down in the comments below, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.